Before Gucci, before black culture became a billion-dollar brand, it was hBCU pride. Worn in marching bands, embroidered on varsity jackets, stitched into the hems of Sunday best. This isn't just school spirit, this is survival. Because for over a century, when the world tried to erase us, our hBCUs gave us something to wear, to shout, to hold on to. Welcome to vintage hBCU pride. The style, the soul, the stories. When you look at vintage hBCU photos, what do you see? Bow ties, saddle shoes, poodle skirts, gloves and hats for the ladies. But underneath the style, a statement. We are not what they say we are. These weren't just clothes, they were armor. While America tried to paint us as dirty, lazy criminal, our ancestors pressed their collars and showed up polished. They called it dressing for the revolution. Not with fist, but with respectability, dignity, and a little bit of flair. In the 1940s and 50s, hBCU students were the blueprint. White Ivy League students copied the look, but not the struggle. You ever seen a vintage A&T jacket? A FAMU band uniform? That wasn't just a fit. That was a flag that said, I belong to something. I survived something. In segregated cities, that school sweater could mean the difference between danger and dignity. Oh, you go to Fisk? Suddenly you were somebody. Let's talk about the women. The Spelman girl, the Dillard debutante, the Clark College queen, pearls, gloves, posture classes. But make no mistake, this was power wrapped in poise. These were the daughters of sharecroppers and teachers who walked across dusty roads to class, only to emerge on the other side, poised, powerful, and polished. Beauty pageants weren't just vanity, they were visibility. See us, know us, respect us. Now picture this as homecoming. You hear the drum line first, before you see them. They don't walk, they glide. They don't play, they preach. The bands were our battalions, uniformed, unified, unapologetically black. When hBCU bands entered the field, they weren't just performing, they were proclaiming, we're still here. You might think vintage hBCU pride is about the past, but go to homecoming today. See for yourself. Grandmothers in golden jackets, dads still rocking their Clark College ring, Gen Z in thrifted Talladega tees, because that pride, it don't wrinkle, it don't fade. Every stitch, every chant, every jacket passed down, that's a lineage. Our ancestors didn't have designer brands, they had dignity, and they wore it well. From the Tuskegee Airmen's pressed uniforms to the Clark College majorette sequin sash to the handmade Alpha Kappa Alpha sweaters passed down through generations, vintage hBCU pride isn't just what we wore, it's what we survived, it's what we built. So the next time you see that vintage sweater at a thrift store or that faded hBCU jacket hanging in your uncle's closet, don't just see fashion, see legacy, see resistance, see home.